All right, welcome into Dungeon Delving this Thursday here on the Master of Dungeons Twitch channel. We are playing Lord of the Rings Online, of course, free to play MMO. Of course, you can pay for it if you want. We do have a lifetime account, so everything's unlocked for us. We are on the Landervault server. If anyone wants to jump on the Landervault server and check it out, we are working. There's only a few more days left for the anniversary event. It's the 16th year anniversary of Lord of the Rings Online, so we're doing a trying to finish our very last and final another lovely year. We're not going to be able to probably finish it today. We might be able to finish it tomorrow before we start the stream, but once we get some of it done, most of it, what we can get done today, we're going to go ahead and start working on some of the different scavenger hunts that take you back in the history of Lord of the Rings and kind of take you around the different areas of the world for Lord of the Rings Online and things you can check out, memories of past areas you might have played, stuff like that. So that's what we're working on today. Find some spots to set up interest in the fireworks show. Oop, there's one. There's certain spots around the city where these will pop up. It's usually a couple will pop up over here, but probably not ready yet. So we'll just go ahead and take a clockwise tour through the town of Bree. Looking for places to drop fireworks. While we're doing that, we can also probably step over here and grab this quest. Oh wait, is that quest ready to go? Oh, well, we don't even have to do those other ones. Sweet, we can finish it just with this. This one actually has a full 7 quests in it for the anniversary event, so we won't have to go through and find all the other stuff. Our goal for the anniversary is to make sure we picked up all of the horses that we didn't have, as we're horse collector, and we haven't played the game in a while. Well, I haven't played the game in a while, I should say. Talking in the royal we, I guess. But I'm going back and collecting a lot of the mounts that I missed over the past anniversaries and picked them all up. This is the village of Combe, just outside of Bree. North of here is the village of Archet, or Archet, however you want to pronounce it. So we'll give her this bracelet. She will ask us to take some pastries to the constable.
Take a moment of your time.
Over wood carving to Esmeralda and Mickle Delving. So we'll port over there. Esmeralda's over here in the Bird and Baby. The Bird and Baby Tavern. Or Inn, I should say. And she will ask us to take a hammer to Dudo Chubb in Hobbiton. We'll accept that. We'll step outside. Get our horse back. And we set our campfire just in Hobbiton, so we can just go straight to return to camp. Nope. We are level 126. 140 is the level cap. Give him a new hammer, then he will take the shield to his friend in Farron's Court in Thorn's Hall. I'm glad this quest refreshed. That means less time having to run around pre-looking for spots for fireworks or chasing down invitations. This quest usually has a 3-day cooldown, but apparently it didn't for today. Maybe they paused the cooldown for the next couple of days since the anniversary event ends on Sunday. In the Shire, yes, Dantishin. I'm glad I can see chat today.
Well met. Might you lend me an ear?
Up in here in Arid Lewin now. Oh, this is the area of Thorn's Hall, Thorn's Gate. This is Arid Lewin, Celendim, Gondaman, Nogland, Thorn's Gate, and all of that. Which obviously Arid Lewin is up here, and the map of the Forgotten. Talking about Forgotten Realms last night on stream with Eric Mengi, in the Middle Earth, I should say. This is the area of Eriador. Of course, you have the Shire, Evandem, Foreshell, North Downs, Angmar, the Witch King of Angmar, the Ettenmoors, Trollshalls. The Ettenmoors is a PvP area where you can go. Then, of course, you have farther south, you have Rohan, Gondor, Mordor. They're really expanded out a lot with the game. Currently, the game has passed the destruction of the ring, but they have different areas where you can still do higher level quests, things like that. They pulled things out of the Silmarillion, all of that type of stuff. Oh yes, the new maps are very, very cool. Like I said, when we talked a couple of weeks ago, when we actually played Dantishin, we played the game. That's how we actually met, was playing the game. He's one of our Chimerical Collective with the Master of Dungeons. And that's how we met, was playing. He and his wife were in a kinship that we were all part of, which we're all still actually a part of. We're both members of the Titans kinship. Not a lot of people in the kin, but not a lot of them have been on recently. And his character is Gathodo. He's our seneschal of the kinship. Most other MMOs, they call them guilds, but in Lord of the Rings Online, it's called a kinship. Of course, instead of a group of 6 is called a fellowship, just like Fellowship of the Ring. And as I was mentioning earlier, we all try to collect, I should say, horses, the mounts that you can collect. But you also get fun. I mean, like most MMOs, there's a grind to some of it, and not as much anymore since they've raised the amount of XP that everyone earns.
What do you need?
And with the introduction of the Lord of the Rings online store, where you can actually spend real money, I should say, to purchase in-game content. They've made it a lot easier and faster to level up. Just in general. It used to be back in the day when we first started playing, back in 2007. Oh my goodness. The characters couldn't get horses until you got to 35th level, and 50th level was the cap. So most of their time was spent running around, just literally on foot, going to different locales. I'm not sure what we're going to get. We'll pull up the quest here in a second once we get over here to turn it in. Oh wait, no, we got to go back to... Is it ready to turn in? These are the rewards we're going to get. Well, I guess we did because we did finish the horse race in the Shire. So let's go ahead real quick. Let's go ahead and just finish this. We didn't get that quest, so we can just go ahead and finish it up here. So we're good. Finish that. And then we can finish this. A lot of great stuff. That's cooldown 29 days, but the festival ends on Sunday. Alright, so we've got a lot of stuff here. Some of the stuff we'll keep on us. Some of it we need to sell because we haven't, we don't need anything. I still want to go... I'm going to just get rid of that. Something comparable. Tracery token. Wouldn't actually put that in our in our vault, as we're saving those till we get to level 130 or 140, because the current legendary items, our weapons, I should say, we cannot use past level 130. We'll have to get new ones and start leveling those up. So we're going to save all of these incomparable things to open when we get higher level, to have the higher level stuff. These are bound to our account, so we can easily transfer these over to other characters. That's crafting. Those we can sell. We do have 109 anniversary tokens. We'll just save those maybe for next year to get some more horses. Most of the stuff we can get, you can find in Bree. We can go ahead and head back there at least. Cancel this interest. I'm going to go ahead and start working on some of these scavenger quests, scavenger hunts, because we can get completing these. This is completing all of them. We're probably not going to be able to get those, but it gives you like different titles and different in-game. Like this is some sort of majestic white stag. It's kind of like a pet that'll follow you around. Now these figments of splendor you can use to purchase certain things in the game itself as well, like mounts and armor. Again, it's been a while since I just came back to playing it, about 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago. And it'd been a number of years since we had played. And he's still got that last quest there. But over here is where you can pick up items. And for example, you can. These are the steel keys. We don't have this. I think she's just steel key. I think this guy over here is the or steel coin, I should say. Is the games master. So like we already have a red line around that, means we've already picked those up. We don't have that tome, Might as well pick that up. Then, of course, there are things you can purchase for your house. And then there are what are called cosmetics. These items actually don't replace the gear you already have, but it does, like, for example, this is what my actual gear looks like, but the cosmetic outfit that I'm wearing, the appearance looks like that, when that's actually how the equipment looks. So we have tons of different rewards. Housing items, different paintings. Which I don't know, I have not been to my house in some time. So how do I get to my house? That's to travel to a kin member's house. Okay. That's to travel to my house. Let's do that. Let's go check it out. I haven't been there. Cape of Belfast. Have a sundial out here. Nice. Sword of Thorok. The Balrog. Yeah, there's a bunch of different spots here. You can go, I believe it's over here. Oh, that's a wallet. Right there. Housing management. And then toggle decorations. So we can click on decoration mode and it shows us where we can put all these different things outside our home. Oops, a little lag there. Switching back. And you can put stuff up all over. Like I said, it's been a very long while since I was in. Probably lots of different things. I didn't notice that there was an enormous yard now. Or even what's in my housing storage. They have storage in your houses as well. Very empty house. We take all the names off. With your N button. Turn off the X. There we go. These all used to be really great trophies back in the day, but of course now they're probably not that big of a deal. No, that is not a Plantier. Yeah, there's lots of you can, make your own house, set your own house up, decorations and all that. I'm trying to remember where my housing storage things were. Again, toggling on your decorations, you can see all the different areas where you can put items. I usually stuff up on the ceiling as well for like candelabras or chandeliers, things like that. There's my chest right there in the opening. Oop, they're shared as well. What do I have in shared housing storage? Huh, I got a lot of stuff. You have wallpapers. I guess I do have a lot of stuff. I just just haven't put anything down. That's shared storage. Yeah, that's housing storage. Okay, there we go. And there's nothing actually in the house itself. It says so. Empty. Okay. So the house itself doesn't have anything in it, but the shared storage has all the stuff in it. Okay. That way all of my other characters can access those as well. And then, of course, we do have our Titans kinship house. When I purchased them way back in the day, I set them up so that our kinship house would be just right up here to the top. I think this is it up here. Yep, there we go. And this house here is the house of Brockmar, one of my friends in real life. Hasn't played in a while, but he's one of what used to be one of our Ken's raid healers back in the day. But let's go ahead and get started on some of these scavenger hunts things. Let's see here. Let's take these all off and just go one by one. Remembrance of the shore of Ninharn. Ninharn is north of Bree. We're going to jump off of this horse, actually, and we're going to get our war steed, because its war steeds are faster. In Rohan, you can pick up a war steed, and a war steed it's not as manageable as a regular horse, but they are a lot faster. And in Rohan, you can actually fight mounted combat against creatures and roving threats, things like that. Fight from the back of your horse. Rainy day in the Shire, or I'm sorry, in Breland. Ninharn is way up here. Making our way up to the farm where you actually get your riding skill and such. Take a quick trip to the old ruins. The old Greenway Fort. Oop. Like I said, a little unwieldy on the horses because they have I wonder if they've got a Steed of Night appearance. This one used to be a rare outfit for the horses, but I don't know how common they are now. And I think we have to go to Evendom. for the next part, and then it looks like the next after that is the ford of Bruin in the Troll Shawls just outside of Rivendell. We'll definitely be using our war steed there to get from Rivendell to the area we need to be. But Evan should be able to just use a regular mount. So the outskirts of the Chetwood. As I mentioned, you can play it in the game, might have mentioned before, you can play the game in third person like this, or you can actually scroll in and play it first person if you want. Go ahead and dismount. And let's get on our regular mount. Some quests over there, but they're all way low level quests. And we're looking for remembrances along the shores here. There's one. And we'll start making our way backwards this direction. Again, the whole point of the scavenger hunts is to look back at the history in different areas of Lord of the Rings Online, the different areas you would have adventured at lower levels. Unfortunately, gathering the remembrances is not something that they've changed that you have to do that you can do on your horse. You used to have to get off your horse to mine like deposits of ore or chop piles of wood, but you don't have to get off your horse to do that anymore. There's more over there. Probably lose our horse if we came out here. Yep. Might as well just swim across. And just one more is all we need. Should be right up here in front of us. And then we will port over to Evendon. Should be, that is. There we go. Alright, get on our horse. Don't think we have Evendon up here. Have to open our skills. Alright, there's 3 that are around the island, because we're right here on this small little island of Tinadir. There's 3 around here, and then we'll actually come out here and go along the shore. There's some more to be collected, I believe. There's one here. I think there's one more back over this side. There's also an area here in Evidum called a Numinous that is part of down here. It doesn't look like it's oh, there it is. Yeah, so like these areas here, if they're controlled by the players, which is the good guys, the people in blue, they get bonuses. If this one, like for example, is controlled by the enemy, so if all 3 are controlled by the free peoples, there's bonuses that affect all over the world. Same thing with things in the troll, or not the troll shells, the Edenmores, which is where the PvP area is. The way that you play PvP in the game is you can either play, player side like we're doing right now, or you can play monster side. And on the monster side, you basically, the only areas you can play in are the PvP areas to do your quests and such like that. But of course, there is always the threat of players being there to fight. Just find this last remembrance. Oh yeah, the history of Evidum is amazing. I think there's even an area here where you actually have to get the there's I think an instance in here that talks about the Sword of Narsil and all that stuff like that, and the shards and everything. Where's that last remembrance? Surely we didn't already pass. Oh, we just didn't go far enough. So we went all the way around the island, so that's nice. Now I still don't have all my graphics turned up, but you can still see how crazy the graphics are in this game. I mean, they've updated a lot of it in 16 years, obviously. There's different skins and such like that, but like the grass, little hill fox, which is killable for some reason. That's weird. Most of the creatures, like your rabbits and some of your deer, cows, things like that, you can't attack, which is nice. But like there's different factions. So like if you have your reputation with the warden, like for the wardens of Innuminus, that's how long it's been. Most of my stuff I have kindred. But like the wardens of Innuminus right here, you have your different reputation. You have like acquaintance. Like where's the one I just saw that was acquaintance? Like the Inns of Fangorn Force, I'm just acquaintance with them. You start off most of the time you start off neutral. Sometimes you start down even below neutral, and you have to earn the reputation. Like for the Tailor's Guild, they have a different tier for every tier of crafting. Some factions you only have a specific, like for example Dol Amroth, the bank, the docks, the different sections only went to acquaintance. Some of them are still neutral. Like I've really hardly, this is actually this area is where I last started playing. I was last playing before I began playing again. Oh yeah, first kinship was the Rangers of Evendom. But then yeah, you can. Some of them can get up to Kindred, some of them can get up to Celebrated. Some of them have different names. Like I'm not even sure with this for these this faction of dwarves and such. I'm not even sure exactly what each one of their. I'm not fluent in Dwarvish and Middle Earth Dwarvish, so I'll have to check them out. But the whole point of that is that you can go to the different factions and you can barter for certain things that you have to be of certain um, faction, of certain reputation, I should say, to be able to purchase for your different reputations and stuff for the groups. There's probably tons of other groups that I haven't even had a chance to encounter yet. But also, there's some small quests that you can pick up from them to gain reputation as well. There's also task boards. See if you can find a task board over here. There's a task board. So what you can do with the task boards is that you open them up, and they'll give you a bunch of different tasks that you can do. Like and most of it's just like picking up um, sharpened claws or things like that that the monsters drop when you fight them and defeat them. And you just gather those up and turn them in like 10 at a time, and it'll give you more reputation, which is probably what we're going to do over the next couple of months on Dungeon Delvings on Thursdays and Fridays to try to not only get to 140th level, but get our faction, our reputation up with all these different groups. So that will open up some better, get us closer to the in-game gear that we'll want to eventually start gathering so we can start doing raids. That's always the fun part for me, at least, is always doing the in-game raiding. One of the very first, well, it wasn't the first raid. The first raid was a Heligrod, but one of the second raids that really came out that was really fun as a group with a kinship was trying to work on was the Rift of Ner'zghazur, or Gasur, something like that, and it involved a lot of teamwork. That's why I love raids as well. It'd be really cool to raid with a guild or with a kinship now, with the amount of voice chat that we have now. Like with using Discord for raids would probably be so much easier. Then we did have a Ventrilo server way back in the day, but of course it was still emerging technology. Then Razer had a chat for a little while, then of course Discord came out. I mean, way back in the day, it was just like Roger Wilco, which was very primitive voice chat technology. Yes, 140. I almost got it to Gothodo. I'm at 126. I'm not even sure if our kinship even has anyone that's gotten to... Oh, Dramorian is at 139. They're getting close to 140. Nice. Cool. I think there's one more remembrance up here. Yep, there we go. Yes, I mean, I remember before Roger Wilco even, we started using that back in the day when we were playing EverQuest. We literally would be running a raid of, our guild at the time would have like 60 people on a raid, like 10 groups, and literally through typing, leading raids like that was insane back in the day. Nope, we're going to go to our worst steed, because we're going to go back to... Nope, not Michael Delving. Stop. There we go. Rivendell. That's where we're going, because we got to go to the Fort of Brunian. Or Bruin. One day I'll learn how to pronounce everything properly in Middle Earth. The Leroy Jenkins video today. I remember somewhere finding out that was staged, wasn't it? That they all came out and said that the whole thing was like a gimmick or something like that for something. Might be incorrect. It might be about a different video, but for some reason I thought it was the Leroy Jenkins thing was staged somehow. But it did definitely create a gaming meme, that's for sure. We got any plans? Well, we don't have a plan for it. All right, let's just Leroy Jenkins it. I could stop here real quick as we're ending the high more, but I wanted to kind of give a really cool look down there at the Rivendell Valley. Path up there takes you over to the Misty Mountains. And speaking of Leroy Jenkins, the gates of Imladri. We're going to probably do that just to get down faster to the ford or Bruinen. I'm not sure what they're doing with the because they've changed the way that legendary items work, which is not really extremely difficult to figure out. It did take me a bit of time just because I was completely used to the old system, where the old system was is that what you would do is you would slot legendary items like weapons, like bows and shields, things like that, or not shields, bows and swords, things like that for the hunter. And you would gain XP basically for your legendary items. And then once legendary items got up to a certain level, you could reforge them and eventually break them down for more pieces and parts and things to improve your other legendary items. And now there's a legendary item experience track, and you just claim things off of them, which are things that can help improve your legendary items, but they have so many more things attached to them now, it's insane. It used to be just 4 different things you could attach to a legendary item. That is a new stable master I had to actually, I don't think it's new. It's weird because it on your stable masters, I can show you a collection. Like I think it's what's Control C? Nope. Control J? No, that's the instance finder. Control K is for our skirmish panel. We don't need the skirmish panel. But that's good to know. Control K is for that. Control Shift I brings up the new tracker. Trying to think of what brings up your collections. Oh, Shift C, there we go. So it's showing me that I don't have any of these stable masters here, the Troll Shaws, which I know that I do. Now I understand I don't have the Yondershire or Cardelon because I haven't actually been in those areas, but I know that I've been to the Troll Shaws, and it's not showing that I've had any experience being here, which is weird. Because I've spent a lot of time in the Troll Shaws. This character back in the day, of course, I played this character as I was kind of a completionist. I went through and wanted to have every deed. I wanted to have every exploration stuff done. So I definitely spent plenty of time in the Troll Shaws. We're going to get a sprained leg. Yep, we did. But we can pop off there. Get our regular horse. Only 10 seconds, no worries. Alright. And then we can head on back down here. Looks like. No, it is to the north of us. Okay, to the north of us. There we go. There's also skirmish that you can do in this area as well. It's like I think it's a defense skirmish. And we're gonna lose a horse because we came down too early. What is weird? Oh, the not having the horses. Oh, the horse stable masters. Yes, extremely weird to me. I know some of them changed around a little bit to where, like, for example, you used to not be able to ride from Mickle Delving to Hobbiton as a swift travel. It used to be just a normal. You'd have to get on the horse and then ride the horse as it went there. Now they have a lot of the different places open up to where you can, if you revisit those stable masters, it opens up the swift travel routes now. This should finish that one up. Alright, the next one we have is your 5 trifles and reflections. These are completing instances. This one we gotta finish a year 8 card for a reward, which gets us a bunch of stuff. This one finishes a year, put in area door year 7 scavenger hunt for a reward card. We don't have access to that yet. I think we have to complete a couple of these different year 7s to open a year 7 area door reward. Basically what that means is that, for example, this tavern crawl, okay? This tavern crawl takes you to all these different taverns throughout all of the Middle Earth, whereas some of these that are called area door quests, which is one we just finished, takes place just in area door, just over here in this area right here. So you won't really be going outside of this area. The other ones actually take you all through the different areas of Middle Earth. So I think we could do the places of battle, or this is interesting because I'm not really sure how this would work, but trying to remember where everyone is. What's this one called? Year 7 Trifles. This time with feeling. And these are going to be tough because you can't, some of these we can't even do, so we're probably not even going to be able to finish these. Because like Dragok, the dragon, but you have to have at least 6 people to get down there, I think, because you have to do stuff at the top and do stuff at the bottom. Although, I don't know, I think 2 characters might be able to do it if they're high enough level. But to open up a year 7 scavenger hunt, we do have to, an area door one, we do have to, well, we don't really have to do that one because that one's giving us something we already have because we completed that already. We could do the Tales of Gimli. We can do this. Yeah, let's just do the Tales of Gimli. Bow to your sire, glowing in the misty mountains. All right, let's do it that way. Get our horse. Back to Rivendell. Should be able to get a ride up there fairly quickly. We'll head over to the stable master. And actually, that was a way. I was thinking of just, hit my mind about porting around, teleporting basically. Yeah, see, like all of these different places have swift travels to them now. So that's probably that's going to take us to Highmore, which we don't need to go to. We actually need to go to these camps up here. And since they don't have it to the camp, we're just going to have to ride up there on our own, which we can just go this way. Actually, we can take it around that way. Eventually meets up, I believe, I hope, if I remember. Might be wrong. Would not be the first time, that's for sure. But porting, as I might have mentioned, actually I'm sure I mentioned it before with hunters, is hunters are very similar to wizards in other games, especially the ability to port around, ranged DPS, things like that. And that's actually how I used to make money back in the day on the character, was because when you had to literally ride or walk everywhere, being able to use a guide to teleport to faraway areas was fairly lucrative business. Sit about for, maybe an hour or so and just say, hey, I'm teleporting from here to here, wherever you need. Here's the fee for each person. So what should happen is that when we get up to this camp where Gloin is, it should, because there's a stable master there, it should open a swift travel between there and Rivendell. It's just crazy now that you have to go back and go to all of these different stable masters you've already visited. We should go ahead and pop that up, since that's what we're doing. Imladri. I don't know if that's pronounced Imladris or Imladri. Probably Driss. Sometimes I put too much French pronunciation into words in Middle Earth when they're actually from Old English and Finnish. So it does not open that. That's weird. I have to look up what it is to, but it does have all the other areas still open here in Misty Mountains. But there's glowing up there. There we go. Bow before him. Oh, not allowed while mounted. Okay. He rose from his seat, bowed, said, "Glowing at your service," and bowed lower still. We're going to do this since we're here already. This is the stable master that takes us to, yeah, all the other areas. West Alley Trestle Bridge. Interesting. So next is gather remembrances around Rivendell. We're just going to go ahead and port back to Rivendell. I'm going to switch these two around because I keep messing it up. Imladris. I mean, I've been playing this game for years, and I just found out what last week or the week before last is pronounced Mickle Delving. All right, so around Rivendell, came in over here, and yes, I am using a guide to find out where all of these are, because I really don't want to spend like an hour wandering around aimlessly trying to find where these are. There's one down here by the guest houses. Oh, it is Dries, or Dries, okay, so Imladris. Oh, this one's inside the guest rooms, okay. Oh, right by Gimli. All right, and then there's be faster, I think, to head around this way. Cross the log bridge. There's the skirmish camp. I always wondered where the skirmish camp was in Rivendell. Interesting. Today years old when I figured that out. Should be a couple up to the north over here. Because this is where the stables used to be. They didn't have the stable master back there where it was, so maybe this was the one we have to find. Ah, ha ha.
How can I be of service?
Look at that. Far-ranging stables. Nice. Alright, so where is the... supposed to be right around in here. Is it still saying that I have not visited that guy? Weird. Remembrance around here somewhere? Or maybe back across. Should be one right over here and one right over in here. Alright, so we're going the right direction at least. Oops. There's a remembrance there. And then one over by this bridge, I believe. There we go. Oops. What? Crazy tricksters. It's a little past the hour. I'm going to take a small little break, take care of my familiar. She's down here waiting patiently to be fed. I'm going to take just a small little break. I'll be right back. Please stick around. Alright, she is fed. She'll have to come find me if she starts meowing. She is deaf and has separation anxiety from me since she was a rescue. This fall will be 4 years. So there's one over by the last homely house. And then one down down here. Let's grab that one real quick first. It's either down here. There it is. Remembering. This is actually where we used to gather for the Rift raids back in the day, which is cool. One of us always had to keep our campfire, because as a hunter you can take wherever you find a campfire site. I'm not sure if there's any here. Find one on one of these maps. Well, for example, here in the Shire in Hobbiton, there's a campfire site up here in Hobbiton. That's where we have our campfire set. You can, wherever there happens to be a campfire as a hunter, you can set that as your campfire site, and then whatever you want to, just like your different guide skills, you can actually return to wherever you set your campfire. So one of us would always have to set our campfire out there at the Rift, and then we'd have to get a couple of captains in the group that would go through and start summoning everyone to the mustering horn that was right nearby to get everyone out there. And if we didn't have anyone out there that had their campfire bound there, we would have to run through a massive amount of giants and things trying to kill you to get out there. Eventually it would leave you alone, but another keeper of gifts. That should be all of those. This is Read the Book Upon Stone in Mazarbul. Let's do this. That is going to be outside of Moria. So we're going to actually go ourselves. Oops. 21st Hall. We'll get a swift travel to the first hall.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
First hall swift travel. Yeah, Moria was the first fairly large expansion that came out. It did increase the level cap from, pardon me, 50 to 60. And then shortly after that, it did go from 60 to 65, if I recall. I think there's even a server that is like a retro server that I think might have just released Moria to give you that old school feeling to it. And we're going to just go ahead and pop on our goat, since you can only ride goats in Moria. You can't ride horses. And pop out here, and then we gotta go read a book. I think it's over here in the Orc encampment, I believe. It is nightfall. We've been running around all day. Let's double check that. Oh, we gotta go back inside to Zimelech. This is actually gaze upon the, we skipped a spot here. Gaze upon the Mirmire here. Huh. Let's have to find something from... Okay, so we gotta gaze upon the Mirmire from this orc encampment. Then back into Moria to read a book in the upper areas of Moria. We got to come around the outside here. Must be a specific location then. Or look. Sorry, not gaze, look. There we go. Oh, that's not where it is. Must be a specific location around here. Hmm. Eleven, 5, 7, 8 are the coordinates, so we did go too far south. This must be up here near the encampment. Let's go a little faster. Dark are the waters of Khaled Zaram. Alright, back into Moria. We need to go to Marzabul, which is in Zimelech, which is just off 21st Hall here, so I think that's up north. Yep, Chamber of Marzabul, there we go. Record of the fortunes of Balin's folk, it seems, Gandalf said. Do we have to go to Saranem Roth and hug Legolas? So for that, we will travel to Karas Galhorn. Come out over here to the Stable Master, get a swift travel over there.
Greetings to you.
Soon I'm Roth. The mighty elk. So I think we have to go up to the flats up above. Well, yes, indeed, I have proved myself a friend of the Golden Wood. Hug Legolas. Talk to Galadriel before the House of Selborne. Alright. Back to that area. And I believe we have to get up to the... Yep. We gotta go up these center trees here, so we gotta make our way up through the thing over here and around. We might be able to just take a horse up there if we can get our horse up there. Can we summon a horse here? We can summon a horse here. Nice. I'm gonna be able to get around that way? No. Alright. The Wood Elven Kingdom. I guess this is a Wood Elven Kingdom. That's somewhere else. Just to flip, we need to go up. Maybe. It is not. We have to go all the way around, I think. That's right, we gotta travel up to that flat. That's right. So we get up to over here. Really? Huh. Yes, that's true. We should be riding an elk since we are in Lothlorien. And that's that elk I was telling you about, Dantishin. I know where to pick it up now, too, as well. I think we took you already over there to pick it up, I believe, didn't we? There's another one that I saw some people were riding that what looks similar to this, but when they ride it, like leaves shimmers behind them. Like if I ride that goat, the treasure-laden goat, it actually has an animation of dropping coins behind it. But there is an elk that seems to drop like, I don't know, like magic sparks or something behind it. And there's also a boar that I believe you can only get if you purchase like the Ultimate Edition or something that actually leaves sparks on the ground behind you when you're traveling. Oops, there we go.
Is it your fate to help us thus, or a whim of choice?
That's the first one that actually had to talk to somebody. Okay. I recall well on meeting Gimli the dwarf how he looked up into my eyes, and it was as if he looked into the heart of an enemy and suddenly saw their love and understanding. Nice. This was gather information or gather remembrances from the East Wall to Eomer's Vengeance. So that is through the Norcrofts all the way to Entwash Vale. Alright, we have locations and it's right along the river. So we need to go to Elfingales. So Norcross. Where would I go to the Norcross? Let's see here. My guides. Would not be Ishad Danan. Not the Merkeeves. Let's see here. Might be easier to go ahead and... Oops, nope. So I guess we should go to Snowbourne and then get rides to all these other different places. Probably be the best way to do it.
Is dire.
So we do need to go up to the Ethengels. So if we can get to Cliving or Foldham, because the remembrances are all along from this wall over here, and then we come up into Edgewash Vale and it continues on up along this trail. So Elfingels, Foldheim, or Cliving. I have an Ethengels on here. They do have Cliving and they do have Feldheim. Let's go to Feldheim. See if that can get us a ride over to the Ethengales. We've earned 40 gold just doing quests for the anniversary. Even with all the spending of silver for swift travels. There we go. Back on our horse, and we do want to head south down here to the river. And just on the other side of the river, I think, is where our first remembrance is. Right behind us is supposed to be one. Yep, there's one. ahead of us is another. Is it up there? It's not up there. It's over there. I see it. There we go. Then we cross the river. Follow it along here. There it is. And this one should be along the river just past the road. There it is. And the last one should be right over here, south of the farmland there. There's a roving, wandering horde, or not a wandering horde. What's it called? Roving threat. Oh yeah, we're gonna accept that. What's this do? We don't really need any tokens at the Ritter mark. I think we have the Men of Norcraw's already maxed out. Yeah, we already got that maxed out, so we can decline it. Alright, take care, Dodgson. Things we don't really need. We did get that remembrance already, so this is over by the there's the last remembrance in this area. Let's head on up to we're gonna head over here to Inwash Vale. And that will be the next area for it's actually showing a remembrance over by these fields. Oops. Should be directly to the right over here. There it is. And then we'll just head up in this direction. Over to this tree is where we're heading. The copse of trees. Yeah, let's do that again. When in Rohan, ride the horse. The remembrance should be right around in this area. There it is. The next one's up by where the road is. This road coming up here should be right alongside the road. There it is. These last three up closer to Thornhope. So we'll just stay on the road till we get farther up there. The Woodfin. That should be right over here. Slow down, start looking about. Right on the other side up here. There it is. Why is it saying that we claimed this one already? Oh, because we only need... yeah, that's why. We only needed so many. We didn't need to... the last one was the last one we needed. So now defeat orcs in Helm's Deep epic battles. 42 of those orcs need to be defeated. So let's open up our instance finder. It's epic battles. It doesn't matter which. The easiest one would probably be Minas Tirith. Defensive Minas Tirith. It's level 100. So we'll come up here, we'll talk to Mithrandir.
I am glad you have come at this dark hour, my friend. Sauron's armies have encircled the city, and now only battle can decide the fate of Gondor. Strength of men shall be tested this day. Let us hope we have done enough to ensure that their courage does not falter. The Prince of Dol Amroth and the Lords of Gondor have gathered in the tower above. Come, you must meet them before the battle is joined.
Now, you know, these epic battles. It's also just after this is when they introduced some of the new areas. I really didn't do a whole lot of these at the time. Well, let's go. Following you, dude. But you got to get so many different merits and things like that. You could do the epic battles, and it would get you a lot of. I guess it would be in-game gear at the time, which I really didn't have a chance to really participate a lot in all the epic battles. I have done this one a few times, I believe. But we're going to come outside, go to one side, and we're just going to repel orcs. And we really don't have to give the... there's captains out there you can give different orders to and such. I'm just going to have them all attack, because with AoEs it just kills all the orcs anyway, pretty much.
The enemy wields many weapons, none greater than fear.
None greater than fear.
Even in the darkest of times,
Mithrandir.
shall be honored to fight at your side. I shall stand beside you then, and keep your men from despair. The din of the enemy's armies grows louder still. We must move now. So it is, so it is. I cannot even have a few words with these fine men before the enemy.
Of course, this is they're attacking.
I will let my axe speak for me then.
Minas Tirith.
My command. Bring here. Call your sons and let us go.
We've got to kill 42 orcs.
Follow me onto the wall. Once, Father. Derethil, stop wasting your arrows and get in position. Call it a waste, brother. I've done more to thin their numbers than all this talk.
Join them on the northern wall. We'll come over to this captain. Give him orders to damage.
Let's clear it out!
Defend.
Focus on staying alive, men.
Haste. Alright, so what we're going to do is then go like this. Unfortunately, it looks like all these are Reavers, none of them are Orcs. Which is not really what we need. So what I'm thinking is, since these aren't orcs in this battle, we should probably go ahead and start it again. Oh wait, there's some orcs coming in. All right. There we go. Spoke a little too soon. All right.
I see him. He's softened the poison fire. Climb onto the wall. We must avenge him.
An epic foe.
Look to the fields. A siege tower of the enemy approaches. Weaken those raptors and lessen their burden on the wall.
Oh, I see. So we'll get these grappling hooks. Alright, ready to advance. That is finished. We can go ahead and exit this if we want to. Alright, let's go ahead and head on back to our camp. Offensive Minas Tirith. Yep, we're not doing that. We are done. Waldo has got a reward for us. Come with a happy pig, huh? Interesting. Another scrap of paper. Quartermaster's fine armaments. I'm not sure what those are. Let's open them and find out. Oh, just stars of merit, I see. Nice. Alright. Let's put that scrap of paper in with the rest of them. This be in our shared vault. Nope. I thought those were all in this one over here. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, there we go. There we are. Chest 5. Okay. That we can just sell. That goes to housing. Alright, that can be sold. Year 9.
What mischievous malefactor is behind all this?
Tails Gandalf. Problem is it doesn't always pop. I think we have to complete. We do have to. I believe we do have to complete 2 of these, but it hasn't given us a year 6 Eriador one yet. We've finished 2 of those. Well, his niece doesn't have anything there. It's got year 8. Alright, we'll set off fireworks by the party tree. So we should get some fireworks out of our inventory, or out of our vault. We should have some of this main one. There should be some fireworks. Yeah, dragon fireworks. There we go. We're already here at the party tree. Where exactly we have to set them off? 29.8, 71.6. Oh, they already have fireworks to light off already. Okay, we don't need to grab our own fireworks. Excellent. Scold Barrowman Butterbur at the Prancing Pony. Alright. So we have a little glitch. Some of the sound seems to be gone. Oh, there we go. We'll do all the things except for the Ford of Bruinen thing for today on the stream. Maybe do the Ford between tomorrow and finishing up today and then tomorrow, before tomorrow. There's Barrowman. Scold him. If Butterbur forgets to send this letter promptly, I shall roast him. Talk with Radagast, the Brown, and Angmar. Oh, Agamar. Yes, Agamar. Okay. So that is going to Oscaruth. Agamar, not Angmar. Head on out over here. A little laggy today. At least it's not shutting down. I had those couple of weeks where it was like, I think one stream, the game quit on us 4 times. Finally we were able to get that fixed and get the 64-bit client going, as it was running the old 32-bit client. Look, man, looks like we got a couple new viewers. Played Lord of the Rings Online. It is the 16th anniversary event going on. We're doing a little scavenger hunt. Your 9 Gandalf tales. There are a couple of instances to complete here, but we're going to hold off on those instances. Just do everything else as the stream. We're usually done about 4 o'clock, but we'll go ahead and finish everything but the instances and sign off for today. And then, of course, we'll be back tomorrow from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern to play some more Lord of the Rings Online. We need to go talk to Radagast the Brown. He's over here, right? Inside the door. Upstairs. Gandalf, I've been seeking you. I have an urgent errand, and my news is evil. Then he whispered, Nazgul. Ooh. Alright, so we got to finish talking there. We're going to read from the Chronicle of Events. We don't have to do the Wizard's Veil. Meditate the Holland Gate before Moria. Okay, we can do all that. Find Gandalf the White in Fangorn Forest. Alright, so we can go meditate in front of Moria. I think that is, we go to Ishad Danan. And we need to go to the Holland Gate. Which I believe is over here, right? That's the Black Pool. So I have to go before Durin's door. It's been so long since I've been in here. But of course, that again, as I mentioned earlier, that's what the scavenger hunts are for, is to visit places and certain events that happened in the whole history of Lord of the Rings Online, which is the whole point of the anniversary events. It was so exciting. That was the biggest thing back in the day, was when once Moria came out, Origian had come out, which is the area outside here. Oh, there we are. It came out before the release, so everyone was able to, I think they went to 60th here, and then when Moria came out, I believe it might have went to 65. But the whole quest of trying to get here into the walls of Moria and get access to Moria was such an exciting thing at the time. Of course, those grinds aren't really, the old grindy way of MMOs isn't really around much as it used to be, but, you know. The other great thing about Lord of the Rings Online is the fact that you can literally, it is an MMO that does have, your fellowships and kinships and stuff like that, like your groups or guilds from other MMOs. But you can actually play a character from first level to 140th, which is the level cap now, without any assistance. There are group quests and things like that along the Epic Quest line. Which if you want to ignore those, you can, but you can get from first to 140th level just with solo play. In every class as well. You don't have to play specific classes. Like some games, you do need to have like a balanced group to go to certain things and stuff, or to even level. But yeah, with this you can actually play from first to 140th level with any of the classes soloing if you need to. I don't know if we're going to lose our horse here or not. Nope. Okay. Come over here by the door. We need to meditate. Speak, friend, and enter. That was one of the cool things too about doing it. Was doing that whole speak, friend, and enter thing to get into the door. Build a pony. Of course, you did have the little incident with the Watcher in the water here. And it says that we got to meditate here. Well, that's not the location it's given us. 51.7 south, 3.6 west. Alright, so I guess this will work. It says to target the door and sit right down in front of it to meditate. Target the door. There we go. These doors were no secret in the old days of Durin. They usually stood open, and anyone who knew the opening word could just pass in. Friend in Elvish. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. It is 4:05. We're going to go ahead and stop the stream here. There's a little bit more. It's going to take a little bit while to do all of these. I might go ahead and finish some of these up later tonight. That way when we go to stream tomorrow, we'll be able to start some new stuff. Probably do some more scavenger hunts to try to get through up to year 11 to accomplish some of those deeds. But thanks. We had a few fair number of viewers stopping in today, so appreciate that. If you could give us a follow here on Twitch. If you want to join our Master of Dungeons community Discord server, we do a lot of stuff with Dungeons and Dragons. We have a live play game on Sunday evenings from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. running through the different adventures from Keys from the Golden Vault. On Tuesdays, we do have Dungeons and Deliberations. I will sit and walk through my process as a writer. I've written for the Adventurers League and lots of other D&D stuff. We'll just go through my process as a writer when I'm creating adventures. We're creating an actual live walkthrough of creating an adventure on our Tuesday nights. Wednesdays, we do have our Tavern Talks at the Shifty Board. We interview people in the Dungeons and Dragons industry. Last night our guest was Eric Mengy. We might have next week off, possibly, because next weekend is virtual D&D weekend. That is partnered with Wizards of the Coast. We run online Dungeons and Dragons games every month. If you like that type of content, go ahead and give us a follow here. You can check our social media links below in the About Us section as well. Again, there is a panel to join our community Discord. And give us a follow and like on maybe a subscription on YouTube as well. We do take all of our videos that we stream during the week here on Twitch, and we post those to YouTube generally the 2 Mondays after they stream. And those go up on there when they start to disappear from Twitch. But yeah, we're going to be back tomorrow. I want to thank, of course, if any of our patrons are happen to be viewing, thank you so much for that as well. And all of our subscribers and such. The support means so much to all of us. So we will see everyone tomorrow, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. for some more dungeon delving and Lord of the Rings Online on the Landerval server. So everyone have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you tomorrow, and happy adventuring. Take care.